Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Dear students, I hope you all are fit and fine. So today we will do effects of acid rain. So yesterday I have told you about acid rain, that what is acid rain. So what is acid rain? When acid come down with rain, making rainwater significantly acidic, this rain is called as the acid rain. So effects of acid rain are: the water of lakes and rivers become acidic and thus unsuitable for aquatic plants and animals. So what does it mean? That the water of lakes and rivers become acidic. Because of the acid rain, the water of lakes and river become acidic and unsuitable for aquatic plants and animals. Aquatic plants and animals are those which live in water, and it make difficult for the aquatic plants and animals to live. Okay. Next is the soil become acidic and therefore unsuitable for cultivation. The soil also become acidic because of acid rain and it become unsuitable for cultivation. Next is sculptures, monuments and buildings are eroded. So these buildings are eroded because of the acid rain. Eroded means these buildings get damaged because of the acid rain. Next is greenhouse effect. A greenhouse is an enclosure of glass in which plants are kept to protect from the cold air outside. So what is greenhouse? Is a glass, enclosure of glass in which plants are kept. Plants are kept in the glass. Why? To protect them from the cold air outside. Okay. As the air outside is cold, so plants are kept in the glass to protect from the cold air. Now the glass traps the heat of the sun. So what does glass do? It traps the heat of the sun, making the air inside warmer. Okay. Glass trap the heat of the sun. Glass take the heat of the sun, making the air inside warmer and make the air warmer. Next, in much the same way, the carbon dioxide in the air traps the heat of the sun radiated back by the earth. Now what do you know? That carbon dioxide is present in the air. So what does it do? It traps the heat of the sun. It take the heat of the sun radiated back by the earth. Okay. This makes the air warm and comfortable for living beings. So, when carbon dioxide traps the heat of the sun radiated back by the earth, it makes the air warm and comfortable for living beings, and in fact make it possible for life on earth to exist. So, warm air make life possible for on the earth. Otherwise, night would be too cold. But an increase in the level of carbon dioxide in the air has meant that the atmosphere has become warmer and more heat is trapped. But if you know that excess of everything is bad, so when there is increase in the level of carbon dioxide in the air, what happens? When the level of carbon dioxide in the air increase, what happens? It means that the atmosphere has become warmer. Atmosphere has become warmer and more heat is trapped. This is known as the greenhouse effect, and the increase in the temperature worldwide is called a global warming. So what is greenhouse effect is? The increase in the level of carbon dioxide in the air increase the heat, and this is known as the greenhouse effect, and the increase in temperature is known as the global warming. Environmentalists feel that the global warming led to change in the climatic pattern worldwide, causing frequent floods and cyclones. So, what environmentalists feel? That global warming. What is global warming? Increase in temperature worldwide is known as global warming. So, it causes the changes in the climatic pattern worldwide. The change in the climate change occur due to the global warming, causing frequent floods. Flood come due to the global warming and cyclones. Some also feel that it may lead to the melting of the polar ice caps. The melting of polar ice caps. You know that ice melt due to heating. So if there is a more heat, if there is a global warming, the melting of polar ice caps take place, raising the sea level and submerging many coastal areas. The level of sea level is increases and submerging many coastal areas. Now, products obtained upon the combustion of fossil fuels. So first product is carbon dioxide. Now how carbon dioxide is produced? It is produced because of combustion of carbons in fuels in a sufficient supply of air. So how carbon dioxide is produced? It is produced because of the combustion of carbon. Combustion of carbon. Combustion means burning of carbon in the presence of sufficient supply of air. Sufficient supply of air. And effect is increase in greenhouse effect. What is the effect of carbon dioxide is increase in greenhouse effect. Next is carbon monoxide, CO. It is produced because of combustion of carbon, burning of carbon in fuels in the insufficient supply of air, in the insufficient supply of the air. And effect is air pollution. Effect is air pollution. Then nitrogen dioxide, NO2. NO2 is produced because of the burning of nitrogen compounds. Burning of the nitrogen compounds. And effect is air pollution and acid rain. Clear? Next, sulfur dioxide, SO2. Burning of sulfur compounds. Compounds containing sulfur, when they are burnt, they produced sulfur dioxide, and if it affect are air pollution and acid rain. Next, soot. Soot is a black chemical compound which is formed due to incomplete combustion of fuels. That is, when there is a combustion of fuels in the absence or in the insufficient supply of the air. That is air pollution. Water vapor. Burning of petroleum fuels. Water vapors are formed because of the burning of the petroleum fuels, and it has no adverse effect. Clear? Now next is method of reducing air pollution. How we can reduce air pollution? The first is modifying automobile engines. Okay, automobile engines are so modified that complete combustion of fuel take place. What are automobiles? Automobiles are vehicles. Their engines are so modified that complete combustion of fuel take place. Okay, so if there is an incomplete combustion, the formation of CO is there, which is harmful. So automobile engines are modified so that there should be a complete combustion of the fuel. This reduces the proportion of carbon monoxide and particulate matter in the air. So if there are modified automobile engines, then it will reduce the proportion of carbon monoxide in the air. Next is using compressed natural gas, CNG. So nowadays CNG is preferred over petrol or diesel in trucks, buses and other vehicles. Why? Why CNG is preferred? Because it contains methane, CH4, which on burning produces much less pollutants than do coal, petrol, etc. So CNG is preferred. Why? Because it contains methane. It contains methane, which on burning produces less pollutants. When CNG is burned, it produces much less pollutants than coal, petrol, etc. That's why we prefer CNG. Next we have using unleaded petrol. Using unleaded petrol. In the past, a lead compound was mixed with the petrol to help automobile engines run smoothly. Earlier what we do that, a lead compound. A lead is a compound which was mixed with the petrol. So a lead was mixed with the petrol to help automobile engines run smoothly, so that the automobile engines run smoothly. This produced poisonous lead compounds, which produces poisonous lead compound in the exhaust, which polluted the air. So if we mix a lead with the petrol, what happen? It produces a poisonous lead compound in the exhaust which polluted the air. So unleaded or lead-free petrol is now used. So now we use lead petrol. Why? Because if lead was mixed, then what happens? It produces a poisonous lead compound which pollute the air. So we use lead-free or unleaded petrol. Clear? Thank you and have a nice day.